Boo! Welcome back, True Believers. Elite Legend back at you guys with some not-so-breaking news from the world of Marvel Legends. That's right, folks. Unless you've been living under a rock, you know that we are getting a Maestro Hulk in the summer of 2021. Maestro Hulk is a character that made his first appearance in 1992 in the Future Imperfect Incredible Hulk run, and he's been revived in the Marvel Universe, and I couldn't be any more excited to get an updated Maestro Hulk. Now, unfortunately, it's going to be a modern version of the Maestro. I would have much preferred his classic look from his 1992 appearances. Hopefully, a little bit later down the line, we do end up getting a classic version of the Maestro Hulk. But here we see the Maestro. He comes with an additional set of hands, very impressive Hulk Hogan style hair, and just a big hulking body that we've seen on the 80th anniversary Hulk figure that we all know and love. He's already up for pre-order at multiple different online retailers. Elite Legend pre-ordered his at about 3 different stores, and I'm going to cross my fingers and hope that I get one a little bit earlier than anticipated. But let me know, how do you guys play the pre-order game? Do you order from multiple places, or do you just make one order and let it ride? So, fun fact about the Maestro. This character design was actually inspired by Samuel L. Jackson's appearance in the movie Black Snake Moan. Now, the Hulk Rogue Gallery is one that has been severely neglected by the folks at Hasbro. Here we see the Marvel Legends figures that have been released so far, and many of them have just been released recently. So from left to right, we see the Wendigo. That was a Build-A-Fig. We see the Beetle. In the back, we see the Dark Days of Marvel Legends Red She-Hulk. Next to her, we see a more recent Hulk villain release, none other than the Target employee exclusive Red Hulk. In the center, we have the leader, the most recent Hulk villain, and probably the most important in Elite Legends book. And of course, we have the Abomination Build-A-Figure. Now, if you thought the Hulk's Rogue Gallery left a lot to be desired, let's take a look at his allies. Yeah, we're just looking at Doc Samson. Now, Elite Legend isn't going to pull out all of his Hulks, but we're going to take a look at 2 of my favorites from before Hasbro took over the Marvel Legends line. We see an early Marvel Legends Hulk on the left, and the Hulk that was the premier Hulk in most of our collections until the 80th anniversary Hulk came out. I'm talking about the Face-Off Hulk. Now, speaking of the 80th anniversary Hulk, here we see that hulking figure. I cannot get enough of this Hulk figure. I wish I had the SDCC 90s version, but this will do. Eventually, I will track down that 90s version. Here is the accessory that came with that beautiful 80th anniversary Hulk, first appearance Wolverine. And now we can ball on a budget, and there you see the recreation of that classic comic and the recreation of that classic comic book scene.
Hey, bub, let's team up and take out the Wendigo. Hulk not need team up. Watch your tone. You not impress Hulk with puny claws. Ah! Who's next? Ah!
And here we see the Maestro on the 360 display. This is one of the gems from Toybiz. It was part of the Apocalypse Build-A-Figure wave, and it appears to have been ripped straight off of the pages of Future Imperfect issue number 2. So here we see the total package when it comes to Toybiz. Sculpt, paintwork, articulation. Not much in the way of accessories. He only has this helmet, but the figure is simply incredible, and it has the musculature that would make Vincent K. McMahon moist with perspiration.
Hey, pal, that helmet seems a little dingy. How about I polish it?
And speaking of Maestro's helmet, let's take a closer look at it. Now, Vincent Kennedy McMahon wanted to polish it, but Maestro didn't want to go for it. But This is Toybiz in a nutshell. Look at this. I mentioned how this Maestro is torn from the pages of Future Imperfect issue number 2, and there we see that beautiful cover in all of its glory. Now, before we take a look at Maestro next to the Hasbro Marvel Legends figures, let's take a look at him next to his contemporary. This is Bruce Banner from the 90s, from the days of Future Imperfect. This is also known as Smart Hulk. And here are the two Hulks that are amongst my favorite Hulks in the collection, Face Off Hulk and, of course, Maestro Hulk. Here we see the Maestro alongside two of my favorite Marvel Legends villains. On the left, we have my Boomerang custom using the Bucky cap mold. And on the right, we have the Toybiz Absorbing Man, which at one point was one of the most sought-after action figures from Toybiz. Here is a comic book to go along with that Boomerang figure. And here is a comic book to go along with that Absorbing Man. Now, I know we have the Absorbing Man bath, but I do want to see a remake of this particular outfit. And I also want to see an official release classic Boomerang. Let me know in the comments below, what other classic Hulk villains would you like to see released next by Hasbro? Here we see the Maestro alongside the Build-A-Figure Abomination on the left. Well, actually, both of these are Build-A-Figures. The Abomination on the left is a Build-A-Figure, and the Abomination on the right is the Gamerverse Build-A-Figure that came out in 2020. Abomination is a character that Hasbro is not shy about making. Here is the other Abomination. This was part of the SDCC Raft San Diego Comic-Con exclusive set. And here we see the first appearance of Abomination from way back when.
Stella!
Here we see Maestro alongside the 80th anniversary Juggernaut and the deluxe Thanos. And here we have the Toybiz leader on the right and the Hasbro Marvel Legends leader on the left. And I really would love to see a Ballsack leader. And there you see Ballsack leader. We saw that from Toybiz, and here is one of my favorite covers featuring the leader. Lo, the leader lives. Issue number 115 of The Incredible Hulk. So let's talk about some must-haves in the Marvel Legends line. We need a Gremlin figure. We also need a Bi-Beast. Let's talk about some that are never going to happen, but Elite Legend would love to see. Here we see the Gardener. A simple enough figure that they can make. The Gardener. Very obscure, but Elite Legend loves the obscure. And that's the kind of thing that makes a collection. Having variety, having offbeat characters, the Gardener would be amazing. It'll never happen, but Elite Legend would love it. And also, the Elite Legend would love to see the UFOs. Take a look at these guys. Any of you guys remember them? Let me know in the comments below. The UFOs. Featured on issue 254 of The Incredible Hulk from 1980. And here we have Maestro alongside two hulking characters. The Skrull Build-A-Figure Wave Thing and the Immortal Hulk Hogan.
Hey, brother. Vince McMahon sent me. He has a message for you.
What's the message?
Yeah.
And here we see the Maestro alongside the 80th anniversary Hulk and the Target employee exclusive Red Hulk. And you can see this Hulk is kind of tiny compared to the massive 80th anniversary body mold. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that Maestro looks. Well, we know how it's going to look. It's basically going to be using this same body type, but this is a beautiful body mold, and it's good to see Hasbro get their money's worth out of it. So you can see why they went ahead and decided to go with this particular body mold instead of going with the new sculpt for the boots, pants, elbows. So, and again, the torso is going to be looking smooth on the new Hulk. So you're not going to see any of these warts and all this other texture. you're going to see a really clean surface on that Maestro. So I don't know how I feel about that, but I think that might be comic accurate to how he appears now. This is from the first incarnation of Future Imperfect. For those of you that follow the channel, you know that I have taken the plunge into the DC multiverse, and here is Maestro alongside the collect to build Merciless. If you follow the comics, you know what's going on here.
I can assure you, pimping is not easy, but it is necessary.
So there you have it, folks. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think about the new Maestro figure that's going to be dropping this summer? And also, what do you think about this Toybiz Maestro figure? Which do you prefer? Are you going to be getting that Maestro pre-order? And do you have this Toybiz? And, whoa. Hey guys, I'm here for the party. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already done so, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you can be alerted to all of Elite Legends' next videos. I drop content daily. Leave a comment, leave a like, leave a dislike, and until next time, make mine Marvel.